Right back at 9:16, All-Star, MVP, World Series champion, Hall of Famer. Those are just some of the titles held by baseball legend Roberto Clemente.
Yes, but his legacy extends far beyond his play on the field. He was a civil rights advocate and humanitarian who died doing what he loved, helping others. This coming Tuesday marks 52 years since Clemente's tragic death in a plane crash while delivering aid to earthquake victims in Nicaragua.
His selflessness is being celebrated. Earlier this month, Congress unanimously passed the Roberto Clemente Commemorative Coin Act, creating a U.S. currency bearing his image. Clemente now becomes the first Latino, Afro-Latino, and Puerto Rican featured on a commemorative coin.
Joining us this morning to talk more about the coin is Roberto Clemente Jr. Good morning, and thank you so much for joining us. Merry Christmas to you and your family.
Merry Christmas to you. Thanks for having me.
Those coins are expected to have different values, $5, $1, 50 cents, and then it benefits the Roberto Clemente Foundation. Can you tell us more about what this foundation in your dad's name does?
Yes, it was established to continue the memory and legacy of Roberto Clemente, continue to really spread the goodwill that the name represents. The work that he did when he was alive for 38 years of his life, and the work that my mother continued throughout her, rest of her life, giving to others and really with respect and goodwill. It's been an unbelievable part of our journey to continue to spread that goodwill through clinics that we conduct, something that he started very early in that career of his, being able to give the opportunity for those kids that didn't have anyone out there to go and teach them the right way, but being able to spread what life was all about through the game of baseball. And he was able to touch a lot of kids throughout his career that today still remember that moment that he was able to touch and talk to them. So that's part of what the foundation does, but most importantly, being able to help people in need. A lot of people that we have been able to support the hurricanes in Puerto Rico. After everyone has been gone, we appear out of nowhere, and they are really praising us not to have forgotten them. So things like that for us goes a long way. And as our father continued his life with this. His way of thinking. If anytime you have an opportunity to make a difference in this world and you don't, then you're wasting your time on earth. Is what it's all about.
You know, your father, Roberto, was such a visionary, and the MLB honors him every year through his name with the Roberto Clemente Award that goes to players who represent the game through community involvement and philanthropy. These coins are another step here. What does it mean to see your father's efforts and contributions now live on more than a half century after his death?
You know, it's the ever-evolving story of Roberto Clemente. That story continues to evolve in so many ways because of the impact that he had in so many people. That goodwill that he lived by is why we believe baseball is secondary to what the name means, and that's why being able to push this perhaps a national holiday. This could be a great stepping stone for a national holiday to have the first Latino, first Puerto Rican to have a national holiday celebrated in our country. Being a former U.S. Marine, someone that really loved this country, why not? Someone as an example, that Clemente.
And of course, to be the first Afro-Latino on a commemorative coin, so important. And I know that Congressman Adriano Espaillat from New York here helped pass this unanimously. So tell us about the effort that went into doing that.
You know, thank you for Representative Espaillat. He has been a great champion. He and Jennifer Gonzalez sponsored this this bill, but he has been really the champion behind this. And this morning we have 44 senators that have signed on. We need, I believe, 67. So we're there. We're working as we speak. Talking to them and making sure that they have it in front of them and be able to talk, be able to vote it in and be able to have the family then go and we will do a challenge and inviting artists to come out and conduct some designs, take some designs and we'll be able to come out with 3 of them for hopefully be circulating in 2027.
That's going to be so exciting to see their renderings, what they come up with, these artists. These coins, though, are limited in release, and they won't be out until maybe 2027. How can people go about getting one of these coins now 2 years into the future?
I'm sure I mean, through the foundation, it's going to benefit the foundation, but U.S. Mint obviously will have a link to where people can be able to purchase them. We're very excited to have the opportunity for a lot of the Clemente fans to be able to have that opportunity to purchase these coins, historic coins. We're so proud that our father continues to be recognized because of what he did off the field mostly. And we're really lucky and very fortunate that we can continue to celebrate that legacy that today still resonates with a lot of people, with the humanity that he represents. And we can also continue to push our young kids to emulate who he was as a human being.
I was just going to ask you, because it's been 52 years since your father's passing, and the work that he did was so important off the field, what are you telling the public today? How do you want people to not only remember him, but continue his legacy?
I truly believe it's someone that really cared, and that story today more than ever, I believe, is very important to continue to highlight because where we are today as a nation, we need more people to unify and to be able to really look across the board, and it doesn't matter what color, what religion, what political, beliefs that you have. We are one race. It's the human race, and that's how we supposed to be acting towards each other. And then hopefully, this year, 2025, will become a lot of love and respect for each other.
A beautiful message this holiday season.
I want to ask you too. Your father was able to use his celebrity, his name, to help so many people. We're in an era now of athletes who have multi-million-dollar contracts. What do you think? What's your message to these people who are in your father's shoes today, who have so much opportunity that they can give to others? What do you want them to know about their potential to influence the world, really?
It's funny you use that word because I believe that my father was like one of the first influencers out there. He was ahead of the time in terms of, what was coming down the pipeline. But being able to utilize his platform for good, every one of us have that opportunity. Mostly the celebrities that we have that people are looking up to, the young people are looking up to, utilize that for good and make sure that you understand that you're leaving your own legacy, your family's legacy for your children. I am so proud of what he left me as a legacy that I wish every kid could understand and every adult can understand the impact of a great legacy as a gift for your family.
All right, we're looking forward to seeing those coins in 2027. Roberto Clemente Jr., thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me. Thank you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. And to learn more about Clemente's lasting legacy, you can head to RobertoClementeFoundation.org.